Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by tall mountains and deep rivers, lived a little girl named Soso. Soso was a cheerful and adventurous child with a heart full of curiosity and eyes wide with wonder. One sunny morning, as Soso was playing in her garden, she noticed the trees swaying more than usual and the leaves dancing wildly in the wind. "What a strong wind today," she thought to herself as she picked up her red kite. "Maybe it's a perfect day to fly my kite up to the clouds." With her kite in hand, Soso ran up the path to the top of the hill, where the wind was strongest. The sky was a brilliant blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds that looked like giant marshmallows. Soso could hardly wait to see her kite soar high. But as she reached the top, the wind suddenly became very fierce. It whistled around her like a mischievous fairy and tugged at her kite as if promising to lift it high into the sky. Soso held onto the string as tightly as she could, her feet barely staying on the ground. Suddenly, a big gust of wind swooshed by, and Soso's kite soared higher and higher until it disappeared behind the clouds. "Oh no!" Soso exclaimed, giggling nervously at the unexpected turn of events. Desperate to retrieve her kite, Soso embarked on a journey beyond the hill, into places she had never ventured before. As she walked, the wind whispered secrets in her ears and sang songs of adventure, guiding her deeper into the forest. Through twisting paths and magical glades, Soso met all sorts of whimsical creatures. She befriended a wise old owl who loved telling stories, a mischievous squirrel who played hide and seek, and even a rabbit who hopped around asking riddles. Finally, Soso reached a majestic clearing where the wind was calm, and there hung her kite, caught in the branches of a tall, ancient tree. With the creature's help, she learned how to carefully retrieve her kite without damaging its delicate frame. Triumphant, Soso returned home with stories to tell and lessons learned. She realized the strong winds had brought her more than just an adventure. It had introduced her to new friends and taught her the value of courage and curiosity. As she sat by her window that evening, watching the stars twinkle, Soso promised herself she'd always be brave enough to follow where the adventure winds took her. And so, every day became a new chapter full of wonder and joy, thanks to a little girl and the strong winds that carried her dreams high.